Shabbat Shalom, everybody.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom to everybody here in the space with us, and Shabbat Shalom to everybody joining us from wherever you are in the world, via Zoom, via Facebook, however you're coming to us. We are coming to you live from Brookline, Massachusetts, and it is so wonderful to be here with you all. My name is Rabbi Jen Queen. I am thrilled to be the newly welcomed assistant rabbi here at Temple Ohabei Shalom, and I am joined by phenomenal humans. Our musical educator, Josh Cohen, and our amazing community leader and mandolin musician extraordinaire, Andy O'Connell, sorry.
You can join the Cohens. I'll take it. You are more than welcome.
There are so many Cohens. So I would love to just take an opportunity before we get into the blessings, into the opportunity that we are given every week and really every day to give gratitude for everything that we have in the world, and especially on Shabbat for this incredible, unique opportunity that we have as a Jewish community to get together and close out the week and imagine not so much the world as it is, but the world as it might be. This idea that Shabbat is a slice of the world to come, the world that we are every day in all sorts of ways working toward moving reality in that direction. We get to take a moment on Shabbat to live ke'ilu as if we were already there. It doesn't mean the work stops, but the stopping gives us the opportunity to rest and recharge so that when the new week rolls around, we have it in us to get up and go back out and continue the very necessary work that we do in our lives, the care that we give to our families, to those around us, and everything that we do to build this community and build this world. We will begin with an opportunity for either those on Zoom or those here in the room with us to share simchas. If you have a birthday, an anniversary, or if something exciting or special has happened since last time we saw you, feel free to raise your hand or pop in the chat and let us know what you are celebrating this week. Yes, Denise.
Our daughter's birthday is Monday, so we'll
Mazal
celebrate with her on Sunday.
Mazal tov to your daughter. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Amanda. Lovely. Yeah. Amazing. You got a job this week. Mazal tov. That's so exciting. They are very lucky to have you. Amazing. For all those simchas that have been named and those little simchas, those little moments of achievement, of joy, of celebration that I know each and every one of us has had over the course of this week, we take this time during Shabbat to give ourselves a moment to celebrate and to honor those moments. We'll begin with candle lighting on page 2. Once we have lit our candles. We sweep that Shabbat light, that Shabbat warmth, that Shabbat peace in 3 times, covering our eyes. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu hamitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Shalom Aleichem, our where is it? Shalom Aleichem is a psalm from the Middle Ages, invoking the idea that with Shabbat come spirits or angels that reside with us and around us for the 25 hours that is Shabbat. And on page 24, where you can find the words, we welcome those angels, those Shabbat spirits, welcoming them into our homes and into our minds and our emotions, allowing ourselves to be open to the possibility of true rest and letting go and taking this time that we need to recharge from the week. Page 24. Aleichem, Malachei Hasharim, Malachei Elyon, Mimmelech, Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Boachem Lishalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mimmelech, Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Boachem Lishalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mimmelech, Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Tzechem Lishalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mimmelech, Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So the ritual we know as Kabbalat Shabbat, the welcoming of Shabbat, is actually a series of 7 psalms, beginning with acknowledgments of the miracle that is creation of the world around us. Each psalm representing one day of the week or one day of creation, all culminating in the 7th psalm and in Lecha Dodi. And as part of that, it has become traditional for Kabbalat Shabbat to be fully and totally musical. this opportunity to sing our way out of the old week and into the new. And one of the Psalms that's part of this traditional set is Psalm 96, which can be found on page 13. And 4 lines up from the bottom, our friends at Nava Tehillah have offered this gorgeous setting. The words Ya'aloz Sadai V'chol Asher Bo. Like we and all of the people that God tends, we are all part of God's flock. We are all in the care of the Creator. So as we sing, I hope you can imagine yourself really held by this space and held by this community. So if that doesn't make you want to get up on your feet,
Feel free to dance. You know.
literally anytime.
Wow.
This certainly will. So at this point, we turn to Lecha Dodi, the moment where we officially get to welcome in the spirit of Shabbat herself, embodied in this medieval piyut, this medieval liturgical poem, as a bride or a queen, if I do say so myself.
Snap. I see what you did there.
And these verses call to mind, again, like the Psalms leading up to them, the miracle of creation, which culminates in Shabbat, and this idea of Shabbat as the bringing in, or the taste of that world as it could and maybe should be. In our community, we will recite verses 1, 2, 5, and 9, and rise on verse 9 to face the doors, to finally fully welcome in Shabbat with open arms, with open spirits, with open hearts, ready to receive its blessings. Page 20. So now that we have welcomed Shabbat, angels, bride, queen, and all, we've done so with words and with song, and now I would love to take the opportunity to let us land in this moment with our bodies. So wherever you are sitting, whether here in this room or out joining us via the internets, I'd like to take an opportunity. You can close your books, kind of put them down, put them to the side, rest them comfortably on your lap. And become aware of the chair or the couch or the bed or whatever you are sitting on, allowing that chair, that seat to support you completely. And taking a moment to ground your feet on the floor. If you feel comfortable, go ahead and close your eyes or allow your eyes to soften and your gaze to rest softly a few feet in front of you. And turn your attention to the natural rhythm of your breath. Noticing the sensations on your in-breath, chest rising, belly expanding, and on your out-breath, chest falling, belly contracting, coming back to rest. Allowing yourself to sink into this moment, into this time out of time that is Shabbat. If you need to, if you're noticing any tension, send your breath to that part of you. Turn your attention to your feet as they rest on the ground, feeling the floor beneath you. Notice your ankles, your calves, your shins, your knees, your upper legs into your hips. Notice your spine, your abdomen, rib cage, chest and shoulders. Notice your upper arms, your elbows, forearms, wrists, and hands. Coming back up to your shoulders, notice how your neck and your jaw feel. So many of us hold tension in our neck and our jaw and just let them relax. Let your forehead uncrinkle. In your mind's eye, see your entire body, your entire self that was created, B'Tselem Elohim, in the image of God, with a spark of the divine, unique just to you. Notice the light that emits from that spark. Maybe in your mind's eye it looks like a light bulb flipping on, or maybe it looks like a Shabbat candle flickering. And I want you to imagine that light starting from the very middle of your chest, radiating a warm golden glow out into your upper body, out through your arms, out through your fingertips, down through your abdomen, your hips, your legs, down through your toes and the soles of your feet into the earth, and all the way up through your neck, out of the top of your head. See that light radiating from the inside out, basking in that warm glow, that spark of the divine that you carry inside of you. Knowing with complete certainty that you were divinely inspired, that you have power within you to love and care for those in your life, to those in your community, and to send ripple effects through the world, radiating your light to everyone you meet, to everywhere you go. And knowing that the peace that you feel at this moment of Shabbat, can be accessed anytime, whether on Shabbat itself or on any given Tuesday. You carry this inside of you always. Now let your attention return to the natural rhythm of your breath. Wiggling your fingers and toes, bringing movement back into your body. Maybe rolling your shoulders up and back and down. Nodding your head, yes and no. And finally, fluttering light back into your eyes, bringing yourself, body, mind, and spirit back into this space. Ready to offer our prayers, our gratitude on this day. Magadlu is on page 342. now that we are fully present, mind, body, and spirit, we will turn to page 28 and rise, if we are able, for the Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach.
Baruch Adonai Mevorach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. Be seated. Umavir yom umevi laila, umavdil ben yom uven laila, Adonai tzvaot shemo, El chai v'kayam, tamid yimloch aleinu leolam va'ed, Baruch atah Adonai, Amari v'aravi. Page 32. And out of that great love from which the world was created, we know that sometimes we need to be reminded that God is listening and that we, in turn, must keep ourselves open to hearing that voice, to hearing the call, whatever it may be, in whatever form it may come in, to keep our awareness open. The words of the Shema commanding us to listen for that still small voice. Listen to that message from God, from the universe, however you define it. We repeat this daily because we all need the reminder, And we recite it as a community together on page 34, closing our eyes so that we may open our ears and open our hearts. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Page 36. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavcha uvechol nafshecha uvechol meodecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha Veshinantam levanecha, vedibarta bam, veshivtecha bevetecha, uvlachtecha vaderech, uvshokbecha uvkumecha, ukshartam leot al yadecha, vehayu letotafot bein einecha, uktavtam. Al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha leman tizkeru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'yitem kedoshim leloechem ani Adonai Eloechem asher hoseiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim v'yod lachem lelohim Ani Adonai Elohechem, Adonai Elohechem, Amen. Speaking of Yetziat Mitzrayim, the Exodus from Egypt, Micha Mocha can be found on page 40. These are verses taken directly from the Torah, from the moment when the Israelites, having crossed to freedom after the utter miracle of the sea splitting and them walking across on dry land, that miraculous moment is followed by the sea closing in on, crashing down on the Egyptian army. And so while most Micha Mocha melodies are very joyous, and indeed the experience of freedom is indeed joyous, we also hold that ambivalence, knowing that our freedom came at a cost. And sometimes taking a moment to be mindful of that ambivalence, that feeling that sometimes is scared or just a softer emotion than pure and utter unbridled joy. And so we're bringing this, I think, new to y'all melody for Micha Mocha. That's an opportunity to be a little bit more reflective about this moment and carrying, as we always do, all of the truths of our lives. acknowledging the truth that sometimes we need to feel a little extra protection, to feel truly held, especially in those moments of ambivalence, especially in those moments of uncertainty. We turn to the Hashkivenu on page 42, imploring God, however we may define it, to provide us with a Sukkat Shalom, a shelter of peace. And ending with the idea that not only might we find peace, but extending that hope, that prayer, that the entire Jewish people and that the entire world experience the peace that we all so very much want and all so very much deserve. Page 42.
Shalom, ve'hamidenu shomreinu lechaim, ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha, ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha.
Ushmor tzeitenu uvoenu l'chaim u'l'shalom me'ata ve'ad olam. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom aleinu, ve'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim.
On page 46, we turn to the Amidah, the tefillah, the standing prayer, the central prayer entree on our menu of offerings of the heart. And in a moment, we will rise as we are able, asking for the strength, the courage, the wherewithal to pray the words we need to pray, whether they be the words on the page or the words in our heart. To engage in prayer as the spiritual exercise, the preparation for going back out into the world with the hope of being our best and fullest selves. This is your time to say what you need to say, to ask for what you need to ask for, to feel what you need to feel. It is all welcome. It is all valid. The prayer gives us a format if we need it, but if you have words that you need to say, to share in your own time, feel free to do so. We'll say the first few sections together. I will call page numbers as we go, and then I'll cue y'all for an opportunity for silent prayer, and then we'll come back together. So at this moment, we will rise, if we are able, on page 46.
Page 46. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'Konei Hakol, V'Zocher Chasei Avot v'Imahot, U'Mevi'u L'Livnei V'Neihem, Le'ma'an Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, Ve'ezrat Sarah, page 50. Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh HaKol Atah Rav Le'Oshia, Morid Hatal, Mechalkel Chaim Bechesed, Mechayeh HaKol Berachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim Perofeh Cholim, Umatir Asurim, Umekayim Emunato, Lishenei Afar, Michamocha Bal Gevorot, Umido Melach, Melech Mimit, Umechayeh, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'emanat Alachayot HaKol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh HaKol. 52. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, u'kadoshim b'chol yom yahalelucha selah. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh. Please continue silently.
Shalom.
Say shalom.
Biroma.
Biroma.
Yase shalom.
Yase shalom.
Aleinu. Ve'al Israel. Ve'al kol yoshvei tevel. Yai, dai, 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 dai. 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 Yai, dai,
Join us. Oh, say shalom. Oh, say shalom. Sing it out. We all say shalom.
We now take a moment to turn our attention and our thoughts and our prayers towards those in our lives who are in need of healing, whether of mind or of body or of spirit. We send love their way, blessings their way. This week, our community is keeping in mind Joseph Siegel, Richard Halpern, Karen Landman, Lindy Lieberman, Joyce Golden, Linda Hoffman, Esther Neshama, Karen Weber, Judy Shepro, Naomi Fisher, Cassandra Warshawski, Jeffrey Colt, Joseph Siegel, and Glenna Bubb. If anyone here in this room or joining us over Zoom has a name to share, you may do so at this time. And on Zoom, Ken Waller, Judy Trojan, Jerry Alanisol, Liesel, Susan, Jerry, and Alan. May all of those that we have named, those we hold in our hearts, find a refuah shlema b'mhera, a complete healing, and soon. Page 253. to close our service. I think I'm going to do announcements now so that
Do
we
it.
don't end on logistics.
You're the rabbi. Do it up.
Again, Shabbat Shalom. Thank you all so much for being here. It's really an honor to be with you tonight and just about every week moving forward. A couple of things. Starting tomorrow night, actually, according to the Hebrew calendar, today marks Tisha B'Av, the 9th of Av, which historically has been observed as a day of collective mourning for the Jewish people. It's noted as the date on which, coincidentally, not just the first, but both the first and the second temples in Jerusalem were destroyed in 587 BCE and 70 CE. So, but we acknowledge that loss and that cataclysmic shift in the nature of Judaism as we knew it and as we know it on that day, as well as many other tragedies that have befallen the Jewish community. There will be a community Tisha B'Av ceremony service at Temple Israel, alongside Temple Israel, Temple Sinai, and us at 7:30 tomorrow evening, beginning with light refreshments, and then 8 to 9 is the service itself. And if that's not enough Tisha B'Av for you, I would also like to personally invite you to join me, as well as the Trua, the Rabbis for Human Rights clergy, and the Kavod community for a Tisha B'Av observance that is focused on social justice, on an opportunity to lament for all of the injustices in the world, again, to build ourselves the space for that cathartic release so that we can gather our energy together and go out and affect the change in the world that we hope to see. That'll be at Temple Beth Zion here in Brookline on Sunday, starting at 5, Sunday at 5 at TBZ. And please mark your calendars for next Shabbat, August 12th. We'll be here at 6 p.m. with me and with Rabbi Berkman. She'll be back from Israel. We'll be here in the chapel and on Zoom, and we look forward to seeing you then. And please check your email for those of us on our listserv. Check your email for the newsletter and other announcements, as well as to register for our in-person events. Yeah, Spence.
Sorry to say, but you didn't, it should make people know why we don't actually do it tonight and tomorrow.
Oh, we don't do it tonight and tomorrow. Right, we don't do it tonight because it's Shabbat. And when it's Shabbat really, we got to come up with a better word for this, but Shabbat kind of trumps all, right? Like, if it's Shabbat, we don't fast, right? The same, I believe it's the same with Yom Kippur, right? We don't fast on Shabbat because Shabbat is a time apart. And so we move the observance of fasts like Tisha B'Av to the following day. Thank you for that note. Anyone else have announcements for us? Yeah, Denise.
There is still time to buy honey for the new year.
Yes.
To give to sisterhood. It ends September 1st. Unfortunately, you will have to pay shipping charges now. The free shipping is passed, so you want to make sure everyone gets it on time. But you can go to the TOS website and click the link, and there are instructions. If you still want to buy your honey, there is time.
For those who couldn't hear Denise's announcement, there is still time to buy honey for the sisterhood honey sale for the high holidays. Until September 1st, you can go to the TOS website to find more information on that. That sounds so delightful. At this point in time, we will turn to page 282 for Aleinu L'Shabeach. You may be seated. There are stars up above, so far away, we only see their light long, long after the star itself is gone. And so it is with people we have loved, and their memories keep shining ever brightly, though their time with us is done. But the stars that light up the darkest night, these are the stars that guide us. As we live our days, these are the ways we remember. At this time, our thoughts turn to those whom we have loved and lost. The Mourner's Kaddish can be found on page 294. If you are observing a formal period of mourning, whether a Shiva, Shloshim, or Shana, or a Yartzeit, the anniversary of the passing of a loved one, please feel free to share their name in this room or on the Zoom chat. What's his name? Your father, Irving Levine. Barry Wiseman? Marion Wiseman. Sorry, the masks are hard. And from the chat, I think Bill Russell and Elsie Pearl. May all those we've named and those names, those people we hold in our hearts, may their memories be for a blessing. If you are observing a period of mourning, or if it is your custom, we will rise and recite the Mourner's Kaddish together, page 294. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divrach chirotei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agalau v'zman kariv imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam ulamei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yithalev v'yithalal shemei d'kudsha brechu, la'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbachata v'nechemata, da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama Rabbah min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav, Hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us, to all Israel, and to all who dwell on earth, to which we say, Amen.
Say shalom bimromav, uyaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imeru amen.
So I hope that all of you may be seated if you're still standing. I hope that all of you who are here tonight are able to join us at the conclusion of tonight's service for a light oneg in the chapel foyer. And thank you to everyone who came and who came virtually. We will continue with Kiddush and Motzi. May I rise if it's your custom. Vayulu hashamayim v'haaretz v'kol tzevam v'yechal Elohim bayom hashvi melachto asher asa v'yishbot bayom hashvi mikol melachto asher asa Vayevarech Elohim et Yom HaShevi, Vayekadesh oto, Ki hivo shavat mikol melachto, Asher bara Elohim lasot savri. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Asher kichanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon inchilanu, zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit, ki hu yom techila lemikra kodesh, zecher letziat Mitzrayim. Kivanu v'charta, v'yotanu kidashta, im kohanim, v'shabbat kodshecha, v'ahava uvratzon, inchaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai, mekadesh hashabbat. L'chaim.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz.
Shabbat shalom.
I see what you did there.
Well, you don't say amen to your own bracha. It's like liking your own Instagram post.
Yeah,
like you
absolutely.
just, like you can do it,
We've
but
all
like
done
you
it.
don't.
We've all done it.
Right?
Okay. Sharing challah, yeah.
So we will end where we began. Coming full circle with our nigun from the beginning. Again, I hope y'all can join us outside. And I just want to quickly say thank you so much again to Josh and to Andy and to Daria for making the wheels turn. We appreciate you. Shabbat Shalom.
Oh, Shabbat Shalom. Give me the willies. I'm going to take those.